ruled out receiver A.J. Brown for Sunday's game against the Giants. He did not participate in practice this week, also dealing with a hamstring injury. The 49ers, meanwhile, have also ruled out quarterback Brock Purdy for their matchup with the Texans Sunday. This will be the 6th game Purdy has missed with a toe injury, so Mac Jones once again will get the start. Receiver Ricky Pearsall has also been ruled out. And Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. is listed as questionable with a knee injury. Head coach Raheem Morris saying backup Kirk Cousins has taken a lot of the reps this week, but Penix said he expects to play on Sunday against the Dolphins. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, saved time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit biglou.com.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-555-1509.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get, and the smiling faces who serve you and food that's delivered to your table, they'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, they do it right. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in Centro, open Wednesday through Monday.
High school football is on KXO AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel. Follow the Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles. Carroll, Buckley, and John Gripple will be at the 50-yard line with all the action. High school football is brought to you by
Ozoaza Mobile Mechanic Service in Yuma, Sun Community Federal Credit Union, Los Cabos Seafood and Grill, Southwest Security Services, Roto-Rooter of Imperial Valley, Jersey Mike's, and the UPS Store.
And we will go over the high school football scores for week 10 later on this half hour. Right now, we've got birthdays. We got a bunch of birthdays, big shot birthdays anyway. October 25th, 2025, actress Marion Ross is 97 years old today. She was the mom on Happy Days. Oh, yeah, it was she? Okay. Singer John Anderson, but yes, is 81. There's also a John Anderson who's a country singer. That's not the one we're talking about. We're talking about the one who sang with Yes. He's 81. Singer Taffy Nivert of Starland Vocal Band is 81. Guitarist Glenn Tipton of Judas Priest is 78. Actor Brian Kerwin is 676. We have Nancy Cartwright. She was Lisa on The Simpsons. She's 68. Drummer Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers also played with Chickenfoot. He's 64. Tracy Nelson, the daughter of Ricky Nelson, she was also in the Father Dowling Mysteries. She's 62. Michael Boatman of The Good Wife and Spin City is 61. Actor Kevin Michael Richardson of The Cleveland Show. Is he Cleveland? I don't know. He's 61. Matthew Amalric. okay? He was in the Grand Budapest Hotel and Quantum of Solace. He's 60 years old. Comedian Samantha Bee. She was in Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. And on The Daily Show, she's a comedian, obviously. She's 56. Adam Goldberg of TV's Equalizer and the film's Saving a Private Ryan. He's 55. Adam Pascal of Rent is 55. Guitarist Ed Robertson of Bare Naked Ladies, 55 years old today. The actor Persia White of The Vampire Diaries and Girlfriends, 55. Leslie Grossman of American Horror Story and Popular, 54 today. Actor Greg Robinson, he's in Brooklyn and 911, Brooklyn 911, and The Office. He's 54 years old. Mikad Brooks of Supergirl and Desperate Housewives, 45 today. Josh Henderson of Desperate Housewives is 44. Singer Katy Perry's 41. She's getting there. Austin Winkler of Hinder is 41. That's a band. Actress Krista Maria Yu of Dr. Ken is 37. Rachel Matthews of Frozen 2 is 32. And Conchita Campbell of 4400 is 30 years old today. Those are the big shot birthdays. We got some local people. Not very many, but a few coming up.
K's Garnet. Become a K's Garnet loyal customer. Scan the QR code in-store for weekly super specials via text message. And also be entered to win K's Garnet giveaways. No purchase necessary. Check out these specials. USDA Choice Beef Back Ribs, $1.99 a pound. USDA Prime New York Steak, $14.99 a pound. And Certified Black Angus Inside Skirt, $11.99 a pound. Open in El Centro, 8 to 8. In Yuma, 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Garnet, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. And Kennedy's Garnet, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alfie Vereto, Sonia Newton, Lynn Sanchez, Eric McCormick, Erica Alvarez, Ryan Breland, Grace Lopez, Becky Bengali, Cecilia Wong, Joe Montenegro, Juan Quintero, Maria Casca, Sandra Naitorna, and Joseph Mullahern. Happy birthday to each and every one.
This November, Sacramento politicians are spending $300 million on a special election, while California faces a $20 billion deficit. Proposition 50 is their attempt to take back power and let politicians draw their own congressional maps. Right now, independent citizens, not politicians, decide those maps. That's how we keep elections fair and competitive. Prop 50 would repeal voter-approved reform and destroy that independence. Let's stand for accountability, for fairness, and for the will of the people. Vote no on Proposition 50. Protect California's fair maps.
Paid for by the Republican Central Committee of Imperial County.
And remember, the recommendation for the balloting is, however you vote, send your ballot in a little bit early this time because of the shutdown. It is 7:36 in the morning. It is time for the World California News headlines. Brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. Let's go to the world news first.
CBS News Brief. Tropical storm Melissa is expected to strengthen into a major hurricane this weekend, possibly triggering mudslides in the northern Caribbean. CBS's Jason Allen is in Kingston, Jamaica.
Has been dumping intense rain over the Dominican Republic, where one person has been killed. In Haiti, there have already been 3 deaths.
President Trump's week-long trip to Asia will include a meeting with Chinese President Xi. The war in Ukraine will be on the agenda.
We'll certainly be talking about that. He'd like to see that end too.
Trump also hopes to secure a trade deal with China. The U.S. is sending an aircraft carrier to Latin America in a major escalation of its campaign against drug traffickers. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
We will hunt you down and we will kill you.
Venezuela thinks that military buildup is part of an effort to overthrow President Nicolas Maduro.
Peace forever. No crazy war.
Maduro accuses the U.S. of fabricating a war in the region. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. KXORadio.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. The U.S. Department of Justice announced it will monitor polling sites during California's November 4th special election. Governor Gavin Newsom said the Trump administration has no basis to do that, and it's about voter intimidation. Newsom says Trump and the DOJ will try this out during the midterm elections next year.
This is a bridge too far, and I hope people understand it's a bridge that they're trying to build, scaffolding for all across this country in next November's election. They do not believe in fair and free elections.
A new poll less than 2 weeks before Election Day shows 57% of likely voters plan to vote for Prop 50, which would allow California to redraw congressional district maps to favor Democrats to counter a move in Texas. They do the same thing there to favor Republicans. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the CIF and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. This morning, Saturday, going to be a lot of walking going on. The October is Cancer Awareness Month. The 3rd annual Cancer Walk is being held this morning in Calipatria, and starts at 7:30 this morning, so it's getting underway. Right, it's underway. It's open to all ages. All proceeds of this cancer walk go to the Cancer Resource Center of the Desert. Also today, it is the 2025 Imperial Valley Buddy Walk and Inclusion Fair. You're all invited to come on out and have a fun day of music, entertainment, multi-sensory activities, and a whole lot more. And, of course, the walk around the Buckley Park. Don't forget to wear your favorite Halloween costume, because it's the season, you know. As today at Buckley Park from 8:30 this morning until 11:30 this morning, the 2025 Imperial Valley Buddy Walk and Inclusion Fair. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you hit the road, head into a nearby Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center and say, I want the works. Now we're talking oil change. Using top quality Motorcraft oil. They'll change the oil filter, check the belts and hoses, top off the fluids, check the battery, rotate the tires, and it's all for one low price. You can't beat the service. You can't beat the price. The works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you don't need an appointment, but if you want, schedule one for Quick Lane or their mobile service at elcentromotors.net.
And the 2025 Lowriders and Katrinas event is being held this evening. It'll be at Warner Field Park in Brawley. The event will run from 5 to 10 p.m. Food vendors will be on site. There will be several contests, including a Katrina contest, kids costume contest, Halloween costume, of course, car show, bike show, and over 10 award categories. Bring your own chairs and enjoy the live entertainment from the BUHS band, BUHS folkloric dancers, the Las Flores del Valle, with special illuminated performances featuring glowing dresses, Miriam Baca and Mariachi Acero del Valle, an evening of flavor, culture, tradition, and community. On Monday, a special meeting of the Salton Authority Board of Directors. They will conduct a strategic planning workshop Monday, October 27th at 2 p.m. And in person, you can attend in person. It's the College of the Desert Mecca campus, classroom C8 on Buchanan Street in Mecca, or you can also view it via Zoom. As page one of the local news, service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never, ever need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is page 2 of the local news, brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma, family owned and operated for over 77 years. Active military receive a 10% discount. The County Board of Supervisors this week adopted a resolution to award a contract to Rove Engineering Incorporated as the successful bidder for a road rehabilitation project for various county roads at the Gateway of the Americas. That's over on the east port of entry. The board unanimously adopted the resolution and approved a capital expense of $1.14 million for that project. And the board approved a service agreement with LT Municipal Consultants, LLC, in the amount of $29,160 for the Nyland County Sanitation District and $21,570 for the Katy-Po-Colonia County Service Area to conduct a rate and fee structure analysis. The funds will come from the county's Community Benefit Program. And Eddie Lopez has been appointed. He got a raise. He's promoted. The county of Imperial announced the appointment. Lopez is now the new deputy CEO of communications for the Imperial County. In his new job, Lopez will oversee the county's internal and external communication strategies, ensuring a clear, consistent, and modern messaging across all departments and platforms. He brings 15 years of experience in communications, marketing, and multimedia across public and private sectors. Lopez most recently served as the public information officer at the county executive office. Lopez holds a bachelor's degree in multimedia arts from the Art Institute of California. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Some folks think they won't need B&H refrigeration till next spring, sometime when the weather starts warming up and their refrigeration system won't work. But what about these cool, brisk winter mornings when you wake up and there's no heat in the house? Well, B&H refrigeration can help there too with a system checkup and repair or replace with a Janitrol Ream York system. Call B&H refrigeration today before you wake up to a not-so-warm house.
Call 928-782-3854 in Yuma.
The high temperature yesterday, 83 degrees. Overnight low this morning, 60. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather will prevail through the end of next week, with temperatures near to slightly above normal. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 93. Winds will be calm. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 60. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 92. Calm winds throughout. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 63. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. On Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 89. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 63 degrees, 48% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still moderate in Calexico, still good for the rest of the region. Local news and the weather brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma. Call them at 928-782-3854 or nothing less than the best from B&H. There you go.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is sports time, brought to you by newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining two hospitals to better serve you. Starting off, of course, with the World Series, the Blue Jays made a statement. They beat up on the Dodgers 11-4, taking Game 1 of the World Series. Game 2 is today in Toronto. No game on Sunday. That's a travel date. They'll travel to Los Angeles for Game 3 on Monday. And high school football. It was a Week 10 last night. A couple of games heard on KXO Radio and the KXO YouTube channel. Palo Verde Valley defeated Southwest 34-6. Imperial got by Brawley 14-7. Other games yesterday, it was Vincent Memorial. They shut out Calapan 38-0. Hauteville all over Calexico 58-14. Centro had the bye. We'll have more sports in just a minute.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
And on the NBA scoreboard, it was the Bucks over the Raptors at 122-116. Hawks got by the Magic 111-107. Cavaliers over the Nets 131-124. Knicks beat the Celtics 105-95. Pistons defeated the Rockets 115-111. The Heat beat the Grizzlies 146-114. Spurs of the Pelicans went into overtime. Spurs won the game 120-116. Wizards over the Mavericks 117-107. Lakers beat the Timberwolves 128-110. Trailblazers got by the Warriors 139-119. Kings beat the Jazz 105-104, just squeaked by. Clippers over the Suns by a score of 129-102. National Hockey League, the Sabres beat the Maple Leafs 5-3. Devils over the Sharks 3-1. Capitals got by the Blue Jackets 5-1. Jets defeated the Flames 5-3. And in the games yesterday, there were no overtime, no shootouts. That's unusual. In the NFL Sunday football, we're going to have the Sunday evening game. Sunday night football, Packers at the Steelers. That'll be heard on KXO AM 1230. We'll have Monday night football, Commanders at the Chiefs on the KXO AM 1230 as well. No Rams football this weekend. Rams have the bye. So there you go. And we have more. Well, of course we have more sports. The Los Angeles, after Luka Doncic scored 49 points in the Lakers' 128-110 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves Friday, shattering Jerry West's 56-year franchise record of 81 points scored through the first two games of the season. His teammate, Austin Reeves, was asked a question. Could Doncic, who has scored 92 points this season, average 40? Reeves said, of course he could. Yes, could Doncic average 40, and he would it help the team win? And Reeves said, of course he would. He answered in the affirmative. He's so good, it's weird. And Toronto Blue Jays fans, they let Shohei Ohtani hear it before and during the Game 1 of the World Series. Their disapproval of him for not picking their team in free agency in 2023 clearly still evident Friday night at Rogers Centre. Fortunately, Ohtani doesn't speak a lot of English, so he didn't hear a lot of what they were saying to him. Before signing a 10-year, $700 million contract with the Dodgers, the two-way star met with the Blue Jays officials on December 4th, 2023 at the team's spring training complex in Dunedin, Florida. Toronto manager John Schneider joked Thursday that he wanted Ohtani to return the Blue Jays hat and a jacket for his dog, Decoy, that he took after the meeting. Blue Jays fans took a more pointed approach at Ohtani Friday night, booing him loudly during the pregame introductions, which you don't need a translator for. It will be a long time before the Portland Trailblazers can process a pre-dawn arrest Thursday of coach Chauncey Billups in a federal investigation related to rigged poker games allegedly backed by the mafia. But the process of moving forward began Friday as they played their first game under interim coach Tiago Splitter, and the Blazers beat the Golden State Warriors 139-119 in Moda Center. And many Mavericks fans have vented their frustration in what has recently become a familiar fashion in Dallas, chanting for the termination of general manager Nico Harrison as the final minute played out in a Friday night's 117-107 loss to the Washington Wizards. Fire Nico chants have frequently been heard in the American Airlines Center since the stunning trade of Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers on February 2nd, months after a homegrown superstar had led the Mavs to the 2024 NBA Finals. That's always hard to take. Star forward Kevin Durant and he said Houston Rockets players and coaches are a little bit angry. He didn't say that, but we can't say what he actually said. As they fell to 0-2 with a 115-111 loss to the Detroit Pistons Friday night. But Durant also views that early season frustration as a good thing. It's inspiration. Okay, that's a look at sports. Sports this morning has been brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is now time for the financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 472.51 points, or 1.01%, to 47,207.12, securing its first close above the 47,000 level ever. S&P 500 added 0.79% to 6,791.69, while the NASDAQ Composite climbed 1.15% to 23,204.87. All three major averages closed at records. The September Consumer Price Index report, which was delayed because of the U.S. government shutdown, rose 0.3% on the month, bringing the annual inflation rate to 3%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's just below the 0.4% and 3.1% that economists polled by Dow Jones had expected when excluding a food and energy core CPI came in in at 0.2% last month and 3% on a 12-month basis. Also lighter than the Dow Jones forecast for 0.3% and 3.1%, respectively. We'll have your weather in just a minute.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number 1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 83 degrees. Overnight low this morning, 60. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather will prevail through the end of next week, with temperatures near to slightly above normal. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 93. Winds will be calm. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 60. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 92. Calm winds. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 63. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 89. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 63 degrees, 48% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality has not changed. It's still moderate in Calexico, still good for the rest of the region. That's it. That's your financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
When you have a chance, check out the KXO website, KXORadio.com. Subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel and keep in tune with what's happening around the valley. And follow us on Facebook. All sorts of neat things pop up on our Facebook page.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
On the radio, KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Christopher Cruz. Forecasters say Tropical Storm Melissa could dump 2 to 3 feet of rain on Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Jamaica over the next few days. Officials in Jamaica say they're preparing for catastrophic landslides and flash flooding. CBS's Jason Allen is in the capital, Kingston.
The rain is expected to start here within the next few hours, and once it does, it may not stop for the next 2 to 3 days. Melissa is already a deadly storm. It has been dumping intense rain over the Dominican Republic, where there is 1 person who has been killed. In Haiti, there have already been 3 deaths reported.
A U.S. Navy aircraft carrier strike group has been ordered to sail from the Mediterranean to the waters off Latin America. CBS's Charlie D'Agata on what could happen next.
Corey Shockey served on the National Security Council under George W. Bush. Are they preparing for war?
The president was willing to strike the Iranian nuclear infrastructure. The president's been willing to make these strikes in both the Pacific and the Caribbean. So I don't think we should rule it out.
On this 25th day of the government shutdown, air traffic controllers are scrambling to feed their families without a paycheck. Here's CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
This is the reality of life during the shutdown. A pay stub for an air traffic controller showing Tuesday's check will be for $0. It's why controller Jack Chris spends his days off driving DoorDash. The single dad is trying to make some extra money to help cover the cost of his daughter's high school tuition.
How stressful is life right now with this shutdown?
It's been incredibly difficult. You can feel the tension, and it's heavy, and it hurts.
President Trump is still angry about a television ad created by the government of Ontario, Canada, using President Reagan's words to criticize tariffs.
They did a crooked ad. They knew it was Ronald Reagan loved tariffs. What they did is really dishonest. And I heard they were pulling the ad. I didn't know they were putting it on a little bit more.
After seeing the ad, Trump said he was ending trade talks with Canada. Ontario's premier says he is pulling the ad. The Toronto Blue Jays pummeled the Los Angeles Dodgers 11-4 in Game 1 of the World Series last night. Toronto's Addison Barger launched the first-ever pinch-hit grand slam in World Series history, part of a 9-run sixth inning. This Blue Jays fan saw the game at a watch party in Toronto.
I don't even know how to explain what just happened. That was definitely like history. That was crazy to watch in person.
Game 2 is tonight, also in Toronto. The series shifts to Los Angeles on Monday. A shooting at a large party in southeastern North Carolina this morning has left 2 people dead, several others critically wounded. 13 people have been shot. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Right now, you can save big with T-Mobile's phone and home internet bundle. Visit your local store to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
What will the weather be like in Florida this winter?
Fast lanes and trains and planes in search of sand and sun.
This Florida tourism video encourages visitors to enjoy Florida days. Government forecasters say Florida has a good chance at staying warmer and drier this winter, and really between now and February. The people who write the Old Farmer's Almanac don't agree. While they don't focus on Florida specifically, they predict a wetter than normal winter for the South. The coldest temperatures between December and January, kind of like this past winter. In other words, you may want to pack some warmer clothing and an umbrella just in case. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
More than 2 million pounds of Korean barbecue pork jerky have been recalled because of concerns they're contaminated with pieces of metal. They were sold at Costco and Sam's Clubs nationwide. They're labeled Golden Island Fire-Grilled Pork Jerky Korean Barbecue Recipe. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer.
With George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you want to.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.